We've got a bit of a problem up here with waterlogging, and you can see the level of rushes that are in this part of the croft. So I need to address this in some way. As the grass growth that we get here is pretty limited really, it's much rougher. So we need to look at a solution. Where's the water gathering and where do we need to put a drain? So I've looked at the field, I've taken a wee walk around, and that's a good thing to do. Just assess what you've got and see when it's been a wet day or something, take a look around, see where the water's gathering. But you can see the condition of the ground here. It's really coarse and there's moss in the ground, and we've all got it, whether we want to admit to it or not. So I've looked here and there's an open drain on the outside of that fence. So I would take a lead drain off here. Before I do any other drains, do your lead drains. That's the most important thing, because that'll show you where the water's going and when the water's gathering. You can always come back in and do further drains. So here we are now at the finished article. This drain was causing me lots of problems with flooding and compaction at gate entries down here. So it's a nice clean sided drain. You can see the water's flowing in it, but what's particularly good as well is that the side cast has been levelled out, and you can see the grass actually beginning to come back through it already. Here's an area of the croft. It's particularly wet. This is common land behind the dike, and had a lot of water ingressing onto the croft. And the problem with that was I was getting rushes and a build up of moss. It doesn't look like it, but if you go close to that grazing, it's an area that the sheep are just not utilising very well. So I looked to put a drain in here. There's a decent slope on it, good side cast as well for grass recovery after. And you can see the water flowing really well. So I'll see an improvement. The thing that you'll get a problem with wet areas in your croft is fluke, particularly in the stock. But you can also, if you break the ground, you're more prone to rushes or weeds or moss. So you want to get away from that. Other important things when you're doing drainage is the points where you're going to be tracking across. Drop a culvert in. Don't drop a small culvert in, drop a bigger culvert in. The flow of water here, this is a 6-inch culvert. One of the things I'll have to do here is build a head on it. I'll do that with some of the stone around here, build it up so that the water is directed in there and doesn't cause erosion around that point, because then you're just going to end up with more problems with water going out elsewhere. To do this drainage, I got a 60% CAGS grant, which is a Crofting Agricultural grant from ARPID, which I'm really grateful for, because it really helps me and supports me through, and that's something that's probably available to many of you.